my guitar lesson YouTube channel. Today we're going to work and learn 5 cool rock and roll riffs that you can play on your electric guitar. First of all, I'm playing on my Gibson traditional. So here I'm going to be using the treble here, selector, to have a more cutty sound. Okay? If I would use the rhythm here, it could be cool too for some songs, but we're rather going to be using this one here. Okay? So my volume here for this humbucker pickup here, I'm going to start working with the more crunchy sound. Okay, so first thing we're going to have a look at is work with a metronome. So I'm using the one on my phone here, but you can get a solid metronome, a mechanical one, or a electronic one. So I'm going to put it on 70 BPM. I hope you can hear it. This is your best and worst friend, Mr. Metronome. So first of all, get used to it. You can try playing each time you hear the click on the metronome. Don't look at your metronome going like this here. Focus on the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you got it. Let's go on the first riff here. So we're playing on 2 power chords. We're using 2 power chords with a little riff here. We have the A and the D. 3, 4. So you see, you could probably accelerate a lot or slow down. So I'll just cut this for a second. So playing with the metronome helps you after to play with guitar, music, backing tracks, and also to play in a band. Because in the band, you also have the real metronome, who is the drummer. And the drummer is your best friend, because if you don't play on the beat of the drummer, it's not going to work for the rest of the band. So starting with the metronome is a good start here. You can also, if you don't want to work with the metronome, just play the riffs freely like that, okay? But I recommend to give a try on it. Okay, we can move on now to guitar riff number 2. We'll be playing on string, on string 5 and 4 using a C power chord. So I'll put back on 70. So here I'm using a basic a power C with the root on fret 3 string 5. And after adding on the same string, open, 1, open. So here, what I'm doing, I can either mute it or not mute the riff. So don't forget to use your thumb if you want to mute string 6. Okay, so take your time working on this first and second riff. Let's move on to the third riff right now here. So the third riff, we're working on a power E and a faster little riff movement here. Okay, so here I'll be using some alternate picking. If you don't feel comfortable, you're going to be down strumming, but be careful on the rhythm. Okay, we got to hear 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'd rather do some alternate picking here for the 1, 2, 3, oh, and all after the 1, 0, 3, 0. Okay, you were playing at the speed of 70, but if you feel confident after, you can raise the speed and go a little bit faster. Cool. Let's move on to our rock and roll riff number 4. So here we're going to be playing on 2 strings, string 6 and string 5. The open strings are going to be on string 6, and all the main other notes are going to be on string 5. So let's have a look at it. Metronome. There you go. So here I'm playing all the open strings, and there's movement going on from from fret 2 to fret 5. So you could easily create some other riffs just accidentally like that. Okay? You could also play with alternate picking, but I think it sounds pretty good at that speed with downstrumming here. Okay? For the fingering, try not to use one finger moving. I know you're going to do it, but I recommend trying to work it out with different fingering. Great. So now, let's move on to our last riff here. So last riff, we're playing on different chords. We're going to have power chord of A, G, we're going to have F sharp, and we're going to have F. Okay? So, let's try to play it. Okay. That was fun. So let's go slowly on this riff here. So we have, I change, I go to G, I play the same riff, which is part of a pentatonic scale that we will see in a couple of videos there. After going to F sharp, all power chords, and there I'm changing my riff here. I'm playing 3-2, 3-2 on string 5. And then I'm going on power F and playing 2-0-2-0. So we have let's play it again with the metronome. I hope you can hear it. Excellent. So you've learned a couple things here. How to place some power chords that you've seen in the previous video here with some little fills in between, and also playing with a metronome. So you can also find drum tracks, for example, which could be even more fun to play. Even add a sample of a bass or other instruments, and just pick different keys to play in. But a drum track would be really good, even more fun than the metronome. But if you don't have that, you can just download metronome. You can buy a metronome in a store or online, whatever, and just practice to get used to the metronome there. So you have to go through all the little exercises of riffs that I gave you here and practice it slowly, and after to play along with the metronome on, let's say, I started on 70 BPM, but it could be 60 BPM, which is the speed of the second. I hope you enjoyed this new guitar lesson video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my guitar lesson YouTube channel. Keep on watching the videos. The more you'll be, the more videos you will get. And keep on practicing.